The mistake was small, insignificant on the surface. My wife sent our daughter's backpack to my office by accident. She thought it was mine, left by the door. I unzipped it at lunch, curious, amused. A child's world spilled out: pencils, crumpled worksheets, a snack wrapper. Then a sealed pouch. Heavy, too heavy. I laughed at first, thought it was some silly toy she smuggled from home. I handed it to my colleague, once an doctor before he traded night shifts for corporate hours. He opened it halfway, froze, then slammed it shut. His face turned gray. "Drop everything," he whispered. "Get your daughter. Drive to the hospital, now." "Why?" "If I tell you, you'll collapse. Go." My legs felt foreign beneath me as I moved. The world tilted. Hours dissolved into minutes, minutes into seconds. When the triage nurse opened the pouch, her gloved hands trembled, and my world began to crack. Inside were vials, not medicine prescribed for children, not vitamins, sedatives, potent, dangerous in doses smaller than a teaspoon. The nurse's eyes met mine. Where did this come from? I couldn't answer. I couldn't form the words. But I knew. It hadn't come from my daughter. 8-year-olds don't collect hospital-grade drugs. Someone put them there. Someone who knew I would find them. Or wasn't meant to. A memory surfaced. My wife's hand shoving the backpack into my arms that morning. Too quickly, her eyes avoiding mine. A faint tremor in her voice as she said goodbye. She hadn't made a mistake. She had miscalculated. And now, beneath the sterile light of that hospital, I began to see the outline of something unspeakable. I didn't confront her, not yet. I learned to wear my mask again. Calm husband, dutiful father, nothing unusual. But inside, I unraveled. Quietly, methodically. At night, I searched. Phone records, bank statements, her laptop, left open once on the counter. Hidden messages buried beneath folders of family photos. Patterns emerged. Payments to pharmacies out of state. Late-night calls to a number I didn't recognize. Deleted emails, but never fully gone. The words I read felt like glass in my hands. The dose must be gradual. He'll weaken without realizing. By the time it shows, it'll be too late. Our life begins once he's gone. I stared at the screen until my reflection blurred. The betrayal wasn't passive. It was deliberate, calculated. I wasn't just being deceived. I was being erased. And she had chosen our daughter's backpack as the hiding place. Careless, or perhaps poetic. A father undone by his own child's bag. The evidence confirmed what I had already accepted. She wasn't working alone. The number traced back to a man she had known before me. Their messages painted the picture clearly. They were preparing my death. Slowly, with precision. A medical assassination disguised as illness. I ordered copies of the medical analysis on the drugs, bound them in a folder, slipped it into my briefcase. The next morning, at the breakfast table, I slid the folder across to her. No words, just silence. She opened it, her face drained. Her lips parted, but no sound came. My daughter sat between us, innocent, eating cereal, unaware of the war declared in paper and ink. I met my wife's eyes, cold, empty. I didn't need to speak. She knew that I knew, and that was enough to shatter her. I didn't yell, didn't demand. Instead, I stood, lifted my daughter into my arms, kissed her head, walked toward the door. My wife called after me, voice breaking. "It's not what you think," but it was. At the threshold, I paused, turned. My words were quiet, deliberate. "You'll never touch her again." Her face collapsed in on itself. Not from guilt, from fear. Fear of exposure, fear of losing everything she thought she controlled. I let the silence bury her, let the weight of her own intentions suffocate her more effectively than any poison could. Then I left her with nothing but the truth she couldn't deny. I never went back. Lawyers handled the rest. Courts moved slowly, but with evidence as sharp as mine, the outcome was inevitable. She lost custody, lost her reputation, lost the life she had gambled everything for. I didn't watch her unravel. I didn't need to. My daughter sleeps safely now, eats without fear, laughs without hesitation. She doesn't know how close she came to losing everything, and I don't plan to tell her. Betrayal changes you. It strips you of illusions. It hardens you against the softness of trust. I once believed marriage was a vow carved in permanence. Now I know better. Some vows are nothing more than weapons, waiting for the right moment to cut. And some truths, once exposed, are enough to kill without lifting a hand.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.